Hey guys, thank you for joining another Folks live stream. Hopefully it's working for everyone and it's all good to go. You never know with these things, especially with me running the show on the technical aspects. So hopefully it's running for you guys. Couple things we're going to be going over tonight. We are going to be doing our giveaway winner at the very end of the show for the REDCREST signed giant Rapala lure here, the orange tail crawl signed by all competitors at REDCREST. Drawing is closed, like the tickets are closed on this, so we're done taking tickets. Ended up with 69 different tickets. So at the very end, we're going to show the winner of this. We're going to put everyone in a random number generator. We'll have it all laid out and everything. So that'll be around 8:45, 9-ish. Whenever we're done here, we're going to go ahead and pick the winner for the giant signed Rapala DT. So be talking about that through the video. For the live viewers of this video, we're doing it a little bit different of a normal giveaway. So for this giveaway, we have one added step to what you have to do. You'll see it in the comment as well. So if you can go to folkscustomcranks.com, it's literally on the screen here, or you can click this, you can scan this QR code. This will take you to my website, folkscustomcranks.com, and if you go there, you can create an account or log in if you already have an account. Two different things. So once you create an account, if you're a first-time purchaser, with the account, you'll be able to get 15% off all products, no limits, everything's available, and that discount's taken automatically in your cart, so you don't have to put anything discount code wise in. You just create an account on Folks Custom Cranks. It gets you 15% off that first order, and then it puts you in for tonight's giveaway. So once you create an account on folkscustomcranks.com, come back to the live stream and comment done, or you can comment whatever, just so we know you created an account. Prefer done. Once you do that, we're going to do the giveaway tonight. Tonight's giveaway, also at the end of the stream, will be for a hat. I just don't have them here with me. It's a Folks Custom Cranks hat, and then you'll get a new pack of our COVID critter hooks. Everyone's been asking how you rig, this new crazy bait and everything, so we thought it'd be cool to, rather than tell you guys where to get the hooks, and treble hooks are expensive. With a crankbait business, we have a lot of treble hooks. So we're bringing out the Critter Getter hook. It's a 4-pack. $5 is going to be the retail price on it. But tonight's winner is going to get a pack of Critter Getter hooks for free, and then the Folks Custom Cranks hat. So all you have to do is create an account, come back here to the video, comment none, and you're in. So we'll bring it up a couple times through the video. And I guess we'll go ahead and start talking about some of the new products we have on the website. And if you guys have any questions during this whole video, any concerns, any questions, just comment down below and we'll address them and take care of it. So, yeah, so the Critter Getter hook, we just posted kind of the advertising for it. It's a needle sharp hook. These are actually a BKK hook. We're just advertising it as our own brand. We use BKK treble hooks on everything. Have really liked them over the years, and they're just a solid hook. And this hook in particular, we're going to talk about why I think it's perfect for the Critter Getter. So before, my videos and my rigging videos, I was telling you guys, you don't want a super big treble hook. You don't want like a 1/0 or a 2/0. And I preferred like a size 2 or size 1. Well, that was like a normal round bend treble hook. That's what I've been throwing on them. That's what I still have, rigged up on my pole. And then yesterday when I went out, I took out this hook and was really impressed with it. This is like a short shank EWG style, so like your KVD triple grip style, whatever you want to call it. And it's actually a 1/0. So, before I was opposed to the 1/0, but now being a short shank, it's you can see here, hopefully it focuses, but being the short shank, you're able to get away with a little bit bigger of a hook like you can on a crankbait. If you're throwing a square bill with size 4 round bends on it, you can actually upgrade your size to like a size 2 short shank EWG, get a bigger hook without actually, you can get a bigger bite on that hook without the hook being bigger, if that makes sense. So really liking this EWG style for this bait. Exact same rig as before. Of course, you can rig it with a single hook, but to me, I really like fishing this with the treble hook because a few different options. It keeps your bait on really well. As you can see here, we're using the bottom prong of the treble hook to thread the bait on, and you want to pop that barb through your COVID critter, just to make sure it goes all the way through. It's never going to come off this hook once you put that barb through. We'll see with smallmouth. Hopefully be up Erie testing the smallmouth durability on them next week or so. So it's that size 1 on bigger than what I was, saying to use, but with that short shank, you can see it's still pretty compact to the bait. You're not going to get hung up in snags, There's really not a whole lot to get hung up on if you're throwing open water wise, but just that I feel like that's a perfect hook size for this bait. So we're calling it the Critter Getter, needle sharp, black nickel. Size 1 aught. It comes 4 to a pack for $5. They are available now on the website. Unfortunately, we are out of the COVID critters in general. Here in, I hope, the packages in America. Here in a day to 3 days, I will have 2 more colors coming on the website. I will have the color you see me throwing a lot, sight fishing. This is the Smalley Snot color, kind of chartreuse green. Looks like snot. Great sight fishing color. Going to be awesome for smallmouth. So that's Smalley Snot. And then the other color is kind of, everyone has their own take on it, is the Scuppernong color. It's just the kind of green pumpkin brownie color that Japan calls Scuppernong. I'm not sure what it translates out to. But we have some blue tips on here. I just can't find where it is. So it's like a Scuppernong. Looking for like a bluegill-y type presentation, and I'll have a good bit of these. I don't have many of the Smalley Snot, just because I honestly didn't think many guys would like this color being as bright as it is. But if you're sight fishing, this is definitely a great color for sight fishing. And then if you're fishing, same thing, you can throw this color sight fishing for sure because it's dark. I did that a lot. But if you're fishing it more offshore, more live scoping it, or if you're fishing it like a jig or fishing it slow, I think you guys are really gonna like the Scuppernong blue color. And just like before, these are soaked in garlic juice. I mean, these things reek. The house reeks of it still. I've been talking with my post office lady as of recent. She said her post office still smells like garlic. So lots of guys have been getting them in already, which is awesome to hear. Everyone's like, hey, we love these baits. We had a guy on our future anglers program today. Actually got them yesterday, got the critter yesterday, went out today and caught some really big fish on them. So we'll be posting his pictures here after the stream's over and everything. So really like that you guys are happy with these and everything that's going out. See a comment from Daryl X asking about so pink is not going to be in with these colors right here. The pink's probably, I want to say, 3 weeks out, give or take. We do have this is just standard pink, like a bubblegum pink. Literally just this is my product sample I just got in from my order. So these will be in 3 weeks or so, along with a bunch of other colors. I just don't have them yet. So I'm really looking forward to throwing this thing around the spawn right now, sight fishing. And then another cool color we have coming is like a morning dawn type color. So it's got the pink on it. We did a little bit of orange because morning dawn looks pretty good with the orange. And then we did a purple tip as well, so it matches just the perfect morning dawn color match to me. So this is gonna be a really cool color, I think. It's it's very similar to the pink, but it's got some more of the accents to make it more of that morning dawn type. We'll have this along with like 10 other colors coming in that package, just 2-3 weeks whenever we can get them. It just depends on when the boat can get them here, of course. So I think you guys will really like those. So stay tuned for the 2 new colors. Like I said, coming. They could be here tomorrow. I don't want to say they're going to be here tomorrow and do a pre-sale. When we get them, though, we will give everyone an update. We'll post on Facebook, hey, we have 2 new colors of the COVID critters coming out. They'll be available on this date at this time. That way everyone can kind of have a fair shot at them. They're probably going to sell out. I'm not saying they will sell out, but if they do sell out, I'm going to try to do my due diligence to make sure everyone can get an opportunity at these. So be on the lookout in the next few days to get these 2 new color COVID critters, the Scuppernong blue and then the Smalley Snot. On the website right now, like I said before, are the COVID the COVID critters, the critter. That's a tongue twister. The Critter Getter treble hooks, size 1 aught. Black nickel, needle sharp. I think you guys like the advertising of the needle for it. That'll be on the packaging stuff because when you're talking COVID, you got to talk the shot, right? um, Other products we have on the website is, I don't have them today, but tomorrow we'll have brand new Fulks Custom Cranks hats. I posted the picture today with the live stream. The winner of tonight's giveaway will be getting one of those. We'll ship it out to you tomorrow. They're just at my mom's school where they're getting made. And then we sold out of this hoodie. I didn't have many made, but if you guys were like the hoodie style in the future, we can definitely get them purchased and get them made for you guys. And then still have a few shirts left. These are like the Fulks drip, and sorry, the camera's reversed. It actually does look normal on the shirt. So there it is, the front. It's kind of like a sport heather the Fulks custom. And the back, we did kind of like a OG Wigglewart style. So there was a old ad made from Warts, kind of similar, but then we change it up and make it more OG, look more gangster. So some guys have already purchased these shirts, like the looks of them, and I'm gonna hide behind it here real quick so you guys can see it all. And I just dropped my mic thing again, so I apologize for that. Okay, here's the back of the shirt. These are available in large, extra large, and 2X. I don't have any 3X at the moment. The 3X shirts just cost so much more to get before we do anything to them. I will be getting some. It's just a matter of when we get them. I'll get them in my next purchase with my apparel stuff and everything. My mom and my wife have been helping me handle the apparel side because I'm too busy painting, messing around with COVID critters and all this other stuff. So thank you guys for your patience and everything. Still behind on orders and stuff, trying to get all of our repaint orders knocked out. But the guys that dropped them off during show season, just about finally getting through with those. Just kind of towards the end of working through my show season orders now, and then all my mail-in orders as well. So we'll go ahead and update anyone else who's just now joining the stream. We are doing a giveaway. You're going to get a free Fulks hat and then a free pack of the COVID critter getter hooks. You're going to get a free pack of that. All you have to do is go to Fulks Custom Cranks, sign up an account, and then come back here and comment done. Is that a triple logo? The fish smoking a cigar. It is a fish smoking a cigar because it's OG. I think that's what you're asking there. We'll show it again. So thought it's kind of funny. He's actually staring at another fish, which is actually the bait, the Wigglewart. So kind of, I took the like 1970s ad and changed it up, make it, more unique, folksified it a little bit. And I think it's pretty cool. I have one on under this hoodie, but we are in the middle of a cold front here in Pennsylvania. So it's pretty chilly today. But yeah, let's see. We covered the critter getter hooks. We covered the new colors. Show you guys this. This isn't. I have it sitting next to me with the giveaway, and we can go over the signatures and everything on this. I forgot to turn my lights. Can you hit the? There's just a power button on those three. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my other lights so you guys can see the. No. On the individual, like there's. Just follow the wire, you'll see them. So, what gave me the inspiration to do this giant, custom DT and then have it signed by all the pros fishing REDCREST this was one I painted for myself a few years ago. I want to say in 2023, I painted this one, clear coated it, and got it signed by all the pros that we've taken it to shows, along with the giant, floater up there as well. But this one was just kind of an original one. You haven't seen too many other painters painting the giant DTs, so this one's signed by pretty much every pro we've seen at the show that we've had it at. Don't have like Jacob Wheeler and stuff on there, so I am kind of envious of you guys getting this. I'd really like to keep this, but we're gonna raffle it off here later on. So it's really cool. It just looks a little bit better than this one, being a little bit newer, and it's got a lot of good signatures on both of them. So we can kind of go through the signatures we have on this big one. Of course, they're gonna be backwards because my camera's flipped. Start with the man who won REDCREST himself, right there, Mr. Jacob Wheeler. We have Wesley Strader. We have all 35 guys, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but Alton Jones Jr., Justin Lucas, Matt Becker. Let's see, Adrian Avina, Dustin Cannell, Ott Defoe. Let's see the belly there. It even has my signature on it from just being the painter. Got REDCREST 26 like we did for the warts. Keith Carson. Luca de la Cruz, who was the international angler. It's pretty cool. It's probably the one and only giant DT he's ever signed. So, hey, whoever wins this bad boy tonight will have really a cool piece of history and piece of art to display on their wall or in their man cave. Or you can throw this thing on a 7-foot extra heavy rod and troll her behind the boat and see what you can make happen. Had a lot of people ask that during the show and everything of and what would you throw it on and everything. I was like, you need a daggum telephone pole to toss that thing around. So really cool with that. Let's see, anything else we haven't covered for the website? Oh yes, I haven't even brought it up yet. Talking about pink baits is if you follow us, 3 days or so or ago, I just came up. I don't get much off time when I'm painting. Most of the time I'm painting. I'm painting for you guys. Just finished up 2 big orders for 2 big companies. Can't say anything about them, but 2 corporate gigs, if you will. We just finished up. So when I'm painting, painting orders, I don't have a lot of free time to play around. I want to make sure I'm painting your guys' baits when I'm in the workshop painting and not doing all the other business stuff. Um, Came up with a color. I had like an hour of free time. I was like, hey, I haven't came up with a new color and God knows how long since show season started. So wanted something, actually designed it with me in mind, and I was like, hey, I think if I make this color look good, you guys will like it. So called it Small Jaws Crawl. It's got like a pink belly, real faint pink with like a purple hue over it to make it that bubble gummy. And then similar to the Orange Tail Crawl, we did actually a perfect example. We use this because it's pretty similar to Orange Tail Crawl. So right here on the Small Jaw Crawl is like a bubblegum pink. And if I had a way of putting a picture in here, I would. But doing it live, I'm not sure how to do it technical, and I don't want to screw anything up. So pink belly. It's going to have a chartreuse tip instead of the orange here. Just pink and chartreuse. That's great smallmouth colors. Lake Erie is kind of our home lake. That any bait with pink or chartreuse on is always great for smallmouth. The sides are pretty much the same as orange tail. It's going to be this brown green pumpkin detail side, green pumpkin back like orange tail, and then it's also going to have a purple nose, purple eyes on it, just to match the whole small jaw crawl vibe of the bait. So it's going to be green pumpkin chartreuse, purple, pink. Got all the right colors on it without being too overly bright. Sometimes you see guys with a pink crawl, and yes, it looks great, but the pink is just too overdone. It's too overpowering on the bait. So what I wanted to try to do with that small jaw crawl was to make it natural, first of all, make it like a green pumpkin base, but then have enough detail on there when it's wiggling around. The fish is going to see that pink flash on the belly. The fish is going to see that pink, that chartreuse tip. Might not be able to see the real light purple. That's just take it out in the sun. It looks good. That might just be a fisherman part. But it's going to see this real natural green pumpkin-y crawl looking color, and then it's going to see those flashes of color on it, and I think it's going to be a really great color for Erie. Hoping, whenever we can get up to Erie, not only are we going to catch a lot of fish on the COVID critter, going to catch a lot of fish on a jerk bait, like a +1, +2, even a shallow 110, a +1 junior that we do. And then crankbait, you're on Erie, you're mainly fishing a deeper crankbait, a rock crawler, a wiggle wart, which I am going to paint some pre-Rapala wiggle warts in the small jaw crawler. Just going to be a little bit because I got to sandblast those, and they're just a lot more work, but those will be available at some point. I just think it's going to be awesome, awesome color for Erie. Erie's generally really clear, so you normally need something kind of natural. You many fish on Erie in 40 foot of water will see a chartreuse bait 15 foot underneath the surface. So, on Erie, you do need some brightness of color just to attract the fish's attention. And that's how smallmouth fishing is normally. I mean, smallmouth are natural feeders. They always eat crawfish. They're always eating gobies. They're always eating these brown and green kind of shade things, but their natural instincts tell them to chase anything bright. That's just how smallmouth work. That's kind of one into small jaw crawl. So think you guys are going to like that. Hopefully, at least they will be. The very first run is clear coated. We did some DT4s, some rock crawler KOs, some Rapala DT flat tiny, some DT tiny 7s, some OG slims, some Shimano MB50s. So kind of just a whole gamut of We got a square bill, and then we have, a rock crawler. So we'll have you covered in that 3 to 15 foot range, with the first drop we have in the small jaw crawl color. That's another tongue twister. I'm just full of tongue twisters today. Tanner asks, now we're located just outside of Pittsburgh, PA. We don't have, you can, this is our shop. We do have like a brick and mortar, but it's not open 24/7. Kind of just open by appointment only. If you ever want to come, if you're ever in the area, I'm not saying drive, hours to come see what we have, because it's not fantastic. But if you're ever, close by and say, hey, you can come and all the bait see him in person, just shoot me a message and you can come on. This is just at our house in our garage, so you can come on in, you can shop, you can see all of our baits. We'll get all the lighting looking good for you. But Pittsburgh, PA is where we're based out of. Websites, folkscustomcranks.com. Of course, everything's always available on there. So thank you, Tanner, for that question. And if anyone else has any other questions, like I said, today's kind of a easy, laid back stream. We're not going to take it super long. Just here to pick a winner for the giant signed Rapala DT, and then pick a winner for the live giveaway we're doing, which we'll bring it up again, is for the Critter Getter hooks. That'll be the new size. Let's try to get a good image of it. The 1/0 treble hook, short shank EWG that we're selling to go with the critters. I think it's the perfect match. Caught a lot of fish on this yesterday just already, so, and it puts that bait on there well if you rig it like this. I have had a lot of guys ask me about like putting the treble hook through the middle to make sure the bait never comes off. With my critter getters, they don't have the the giant hole through the middle like the Koikis. Of course, that's nice because this elastomer stuff is kind of hard to rig and everything, but I just like it better without that, because you don't have to use a massive hook. If you put this hook through the middle of this, you're hardly getting any bite. Like, you'd have to use literally a size 3/0 round bend hook to do it that way. So we'll just show you here real quick on how to rig the Critter Getter hook, which is part of the giveaway with our hat. All you have to do is create a account on our website. So take your Critter Getter, take your treble hook. If you're fishing it weightless, doesn't matter. If you're fishing it with a split ring with a weight, then it matters a little bit on which way, how you want the weight oriented. We covered that in a different video. But how I like this is you always want 2 hooks up, 1 hook down, and then your line tie will just be dependent on if you're rigging it weightless or not. No big deal for weightless. So just like this. You want to, doesn't really matter, this bait's perfectly symmetrical, so just take a spot wherever it looks good. You can run it through where the wire was, but you don't have to. And you're going to really string her on there. And like I said, this elastomer's tough. It's like any Z-Man plastic. You want to get it. You pierce the hook out, which is harder than it looks. Try to do this without covering the camera. Okay, and you can see we have the barbs coming through. So, little tough, but that bait's hardly ever going to fly off there unless you're catching 100 smallmouth in a day. We're going to put that to the test. So, I know it was a little crude, but literally, you're just driving that bottom prong. You want to go through the barb, through the entire way of the bait. That way, that barb is on there. And, you do have a little bit of bite on that hook. So, if one bites it there, you can get it hooked and that bait will slide a little bit more. But really, it's just so those 2 hooks are full gap exposed. Just, no issues hooking a fish with that rig. So you have 2 nice open hooks, but it's not super open. You're only a 1/4 inch above the bait, so it's not like it's going to get hung up on logs. I was fishing this rig. If you go watch our YouTube, Aaron didn't like me putting the hook in it. I'm used to driving hooks through my fingers all day, so I'm sorry. I got pretty big calluses on all my hook fingers from dealing with treble hooks and everything. But fished this around trees all day, and I think I only got hung up once, just twitching around trees. And then I did have one break me off when I was throwing with like a 12-pound leader. So I upped my leader to 15-pound. Didn't seem to really affect any of the fish, whether they ate it or not. The lake I was fishing is it's pretty clear, so I think that'll be a fine rig for most places. You can always play with your line size though, but when I upped it to 15, I never lost any more fish. I never got hung up on logs. I didn't have any fish, when I was fishing around those logs, pull me in and get hung up or come off. So that's kind of how I like fishing at weightless. Guys can throw it on a bait caster for sure. This bait weighs a quarter ounce by itself, so with the hook, this probably weighs close to anywhere between a quarter and 3/8 ounce. So definitely can throw this bait weightless on a bait caster. But personally, when I'm twitching something like a fluke or a floating worm, I'm going to throw it on a spinning pole. It's just what I've done my whole life. So personal preference. And John says he's late joining. So John, we are running a live giveaway. Sorry if I keep repeating myself. All you have to do is go to folkscustom.com, create an account, and when you all you have to do is put in your email, put in your address if you want to, just for shipping. You get 15% off your first purchase. So no discount needed. All you have to do is create an account on folkscustomcranks.com. Automatically applies to your cart. If you've made a purchase already, even if you first time create an account, just because we just made this on our end, it should still apply. Any issues, all you have to do is get a hold of me. So once you create an account on Folks Custom Cranks, come back to the video, comment done. You're going to win a pack of the Critter Getter hooks and then a free Folks hat. Just don't have it here with me. They're at my mom's school. But the hats will be available tomorrow on the website. The shirts and stuff are available right now. The Critter Getter hooks are available right now on the website. And then hopefully between now and Monday, we'll be having more COVID critters on the website again in the Smalley Snot color and then the Scuppernong. I'm not sure what we're going to call it, but the Scuppernong blue, kind of bluegilly type color here. So, next. We have a question about when our next fishing tackle show is. So it's probably not for a while. We're kind of in the fishing season now. The trade shows and stuff pretty much run just during the winter and the off season. Um, I don't really think we have any events planned up until next year, honestly. In January, we will be running some website sales throughout the year, I'm sure, and being doing this every week with you guys. This is kind of our way of connecting with our customers when we're not at shows. So I apologize, we don't have any live expos or anything we're going to be at up until probably next January when we come back to Raleigh, North Carolina, and start the whole tour again. So I apologize. There's no more REDCRESTs or no more classics. So we get to stay, get to do a lot of restocking, especially these baits. And I have 10,000 critters coming in right now, so got plenty of them coming. Just when they come here is when, who knows, but plenty of these ordered for you guys to come in. We'll be posting it all throughout the year as well. So just trying to stay with you guys, stay updated, connect to you guys through this live stream, which you guys have really liked, and give back. We're doing the giveaways every live stream to appreciate all the guys who view live, and then we do post these videos after. So if you're watching this, you couldn't join us live this week. We usually try to go live at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Just depends with our schedule. We always post when we're going live beforehand and everything. So if you guys enjoy these, we greatly appreciate you watching wherever you're watching: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. You can follow all of our socials and everything. We got our website up here and then down here as well. So if you ever need anything, all my information's always on my website. You can text me no matter what time it is. I'm probably up painting baits or sometimes fishing during the day. So got that covered. And I know it's only 8:30, but if you guys don't have any other questions, we will probably go ahead and do the drawing for both things. We can go ahead, since we closed taking tickets for this earlier, we will go ahead and do the drawing for this first. So I'm going to switch over. Hopefully this doesn't crash or do anything. I'm going to now switch over to share my screen with you guys to show all of the entries we took on Excel, which is all our e-tickets, and then pull up the random number generator. So let's make sure we don't have any. Let's see, allow to share screen. Sorry, guys. Last time I shared the screen, it kind of crashed here. So I just want to make sure this stays working and everything. So here's the Excel sheet from all of the tickets we sold for the REDCREST sign bait. There's number 1 and number 69. So if you see your name on this list, that means on our website or via PayPal or Venmo, you purchase a ticket. And then however many tickets is how many different lines are in here. So, Mr. Chris bought 15 tickets. So he's number 1 through 15 and so on. And then Mr. Jacob was the last one to purchase here earlier. So he is number 69. And everyone has their own number. Just want to kind of go through this list and show you guys that everyone's name is in here. Just wanting to be up as front as everything I can for this giveaway, since everyone paid for this giveaway and to get entered in the awesome bait we got signed by everyone. So there's our list, and we're going to go to random.org. Number 14 is not the winner. This is just the test run. Make sure I don't have to pay for this. So we have number 1 through 69. It's going to generate, a number between 1 and 69, and that number is going to correlate to your ticket number here on Excel. So everything working on we're still streaming on that end. Okay. So wanted to make sure nothing crashes here. We are going to close the giveaway. It's been closed, but we're going to officially draw for it now. Want to make sure all of our monkeys are in a row. So just so everyone's clear, number 14 is not the winner. That was just the one it generated first before us. We're going to hit generate on number 1 through 69. It's going to give us a number. We're going to go back through our Excel sheet, and then we'll pick the winner. Whoever this is, I have all your email. I have your contact info because you're a customer on the website, and then we'll contact you and ship it out tomorrow. So without further ado, here we go. Hopefully no crashes or no nothing. So we're going to generate, and number 37. So 37 is going to be Roy Wiley III. So Roy, congratulations. You won the signed Giant Rapala lure by all the REDCREST competitors. Jacob Wheeler right on top. Looks like he bought 2 tickets, so we appreciate you entering, Roy. We're going to get this mailed out to you tomorrow. We'll contact you as soon as the stream's over. Thank you again for everyone who entered this giveaway. I know it was a little expensive of a ticket, but it helped get the plane tickets to REDCREST for us, and then anything extra we're putting back into our Future Anglers program. Just waiting on the shirts to get those shipped out. So let me go back here. Okay, looks like that worked. So with the Future Anglers program, pretty much have all the baits in. Wanting to hook up all of the anglers and such that if anyone in a form and you fish for high school, college, or junior, you're on the Future Anglers team. You're going to get an awesome care package from Fulks Custom Cranks, waiting on our shirts to come in. That's just what we're waiting for at this point. You're going to get a COVID critter. You're going to get a glide. You're going to get some other soft plastic baits we have. You're going to get some jerk baits, some crank baits. So we really want to make sure we take care of, the guys that were in my shoes 10 years ago. I'm 28 now. So at 18, I was graduating high school. I fished 4 years in high school, fished 5 years in college because of the COVID year and everything. But so I just want to give back to people in my shoes. I'm 28. I feel like I haven't fished, a high school or college tournament in a while, but 10 years ago I was right in your guys' shoes. So want to hook up everyone. If you already have like a hard bait sponsor or anything, we're not competing with them. We just want to take care of the kids, if you will. So if you're watching this, any kids who fish, high school, junior, college level, by all means, send them a link. You just go to folkscustomcranks.com. You go to About Us, and then there's the section on there that's the Future Angler program. Just go there. You're going to submit a form, and then we'll get you taken care of. Actually, Mr. Daryl Hicks, him and his son joined our program. They've caught a lot of fish on the critter today. We're looking forward to posting those. And then, yeah, so, that's what you saw the giveaway was for. I had one comment being like, "Oh, you're just doing this to make money." Promise me it was just to cover the plane ticket to get there, and then anything we made out on top of that is going back to the kids. So wasn't a marketing ploy or anything by us. It was just a simply customer give back, if you will. Mark comment, you're going to do any bigger size hoodies like a 2XL? Definitely. Just slowly getting into the apparel and stuff. I've never done apparel and that kind of deal before. Realize I need to do more of it, so we're wanting to, just slow and steady, just like everything else we do. We want to make sure it looks good. Like, I really like these hoodies. I only had one available and it sold the first day. And then you guys have been buying the Wart t-shirt as well, so there'll be a lot more of that coming. We'll have, I have a bulk order of shirts being made, which are the ones for the kids that we're giving out in the future angler program, and then as well as we're making some ourselves. So just go bear with us. We'll definitely have a lot of apparel. The hats will be available tomorrow. We'll post everything and all that good stuff. So I think we'll go ahead and close the giveaway as well. So thank you to everyone who signed up during this live show to create an account through Fulks Custom Cranks. And if you're watching after this video is posted, even if you create an account still, you're still going to get that 15% off. So, if you didn't get in on this giveaway, no big deal. If you'd still like to create an account, it's free. We're not like using this as an info collector. All it does is it just puts you in our account, it gives you our email, and that's about it. You can put in your address to save it for future shipping, just like you would an account on Tackle Warehouse, Land Big Fish, any other website. It's 2026. It was about time I made it so you can create an account on our website. So we're giving you guys 15% off for that, and the winner of today's live stream video, like I said before, is going to get a pack of the Critter Getter hooks and then a free hat. So whoever this is, we're going to get the drawing going here. Whoever this is, we'll ship it out to you as well when we ship out the giant DT, and you'll get in a cool little package as well for watching us live. So here's everyone who commented done. Again, we greatly appreciate you guys watching and doing everything. So let's shake it up one more time. I'm going to close my eyes and we'll pick a winner. Okay, here's the winner. There you go. It's actually, Mark's a great customer of ours, so that wasn't planned or anything. So don't say this was rigged. But Mr. Mark Millward, again, sorry it's backwards, but Mark, actually you had an order. We already shipped it out, but no big deal. Tomorrow, Friday, we will go ahead and get you some of the Critter Getter. It's a tongue twister. The Critter Getter hooks, as well as the Fulks hat. So thank you, Mark. Thank you guys to everyone who joined live. Congrats to the winner on the giant signed DT. I am a little sad to see it go, but we can make it happen again next year at REDCREST. So this would be an awesome collector piece to you. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions after this is over, please feel free to reach out. Everything's on Fulks Custom Cranks, social media, phone number, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for watching tonight, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you.